Well, good morning, friends. Great to have all of you here with us. Oh, 20? Good morning. You guys still tired from Ceiling Fan Man's wonderful stream last night? I just love watching those, don't you? He's got the best intro on the internet. And that, of course, leads into the best show, which is this one. Just wanted to make sure you got that joke, Ceiling Fan Man, when you come back to listen to this, if you do. Hey, Brian Jackson, great to see you. Hope you're well. Mojo Shop and Rob and Jenny Spark, great to see you. Mark Bloom, going to have Mark and some other folks coming up on our new program, Tales of the Woo, way out of the ordinary, telling our stories of woo. That'll be interesting. Coming up on Rockfin. It's going to be a Rockfin exclusive. Look for more information on that. Also, coming up on Rockfin is more of the healing power of sound. That's right. Freaky Freaks, Freaky Frequencies, Freaky Freaks coming daily. I think we're going to do, again, a sneak preview coming up beginning tomorrow. And we're just going to do that daily. I think the official thing is first of the month, but probably get a sneak preview. So 4:20 a.m. on the West Coast, I think is where we're going to put it. But anyway, early morning meditation, just a quick power of healing, and just some of these tuning forks and intention, maybe a little bit of background stuff if I can get that put together, but just a little bit of daily, just some anti-poppycock to start your day. How about that? Again, great to see everybody here. Hope you've had a lovely week. It has been for me, as things are, kind of a mixed bag, both really good stuff and also really strange stuff. And thus the title for today, I want to just kind of bounce off this idea of rise and shine, the first thing that you used to hear when you were a kid in the morning, if you're somewhere near my age or thereabouts, rise and shine, or Scheiß and Rhein, as we would say in German. That just basically means literally take a shit in the Rhine River. Scheiße and Rhein, take a dump in the Rhine River. Yeah, that's a little joke. They also have another one, like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Frickin'. Literally means Kentucky cried fuck. So anyway, it's a good one. These bilingual jokes, most of the people don't get them. I was going to say, half, but more than half. What do you call somebody who speaks 4 or more languages? They're a polyglot, polylingual. 3 or more, trilingual. 2 or more, bilingual. 1, American. Oh, dear. All right. Our quote of the day, an ancient African proverb, or at least so we're told: smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. And I hope that you get the intention behind that. It is often the difficulties that we face that create, or at least reveal, our character. It is the choices that we make, the small choices every day, that actually determine our character and develop who we are. Unfortunately, many people don't appreciate this. They make little decisions, each one knowing that it's compromising them. But it's not that bad. It's a slippery slope, and then they think they're going to come through in the clutch. But you see, when you don't practice, then you don't have the skill. A friend of mine was a great guitar player, luthier, and a guitar teacher. And he used to have a sign up on his studio there where he would teach guitar. And it said, keep in mind, when you're not practicing, someone out there is. And one day you will meet them and they will stomp you. Yes. And again, while it's not necessarily all about the competitive nature of it, keep in mind that skill and talent will only get you so far. Ask me how I know. I spent a good portion, early part of my life, trying to rely on skill and talent. And you always rise ultimately to the level of your own mediocrity. And soon enough, you're surrounded by those who were not nearly as skilled or talented, but who put in a lot of effort. And when it comes to the clutch, you didn't have what it took, and they did, and they would bypass you. And so I had some catching up to do, especially as it came to character. And that is, again, I had a conversation, met with a friend of mine yesterday that I have known since high school. And in fact, knew his brother, his sister, all their family growing up. So he was in town visiting some friends and family, and so we got the opportunity to hang out in a Pike Place Market. I'll tell you a little bit more about that experience, but we had a bit of conversation and catching up, and he's more than a little bit awoke, probably not to the level that most of you are, but he understands some of the nature of the lies that surround us and, what's going on. And we certainly had this agreement, right, that it is often difficult to watch the world around us due to the pain that it causes when you do have a natural affection and affinity for people. To see people be harmful to others is painful, and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And I certainly agree with the words of Solomon, at least who we're told wrote it. It says, the gaining of wisdom also gains sorrow. And the greater the understanding, the deeper the pain. I wrote a poem when I was like 17 that expressed almost exactly the same thing. Literally, ignorance can be bliss, it seems. That those who are unaware of the danger don't have to worry about it. But they are still certainly in danger. There's no question about it. And so when you see them in danger, then what do you do? And if you try to warn them of the danger, well, you know what happens. They get mad at you. And they try to shut you up. And when I say they, it seems as though it's everyone, right? Not just the powers that ought not be. Certainly they're doing their best at this point. We never had fact checkers until more people really started speaking out, speaking the truth. But they also seems to include those around you, those who self-appoint themselves as, the hall monitors, eagerly willing to turn you in like, a rat. Stand there squeaking with delight as they come and take you away. As the media more and more begins to paint us as the central threat to freedom, that somehow truth is an existential threat. And while on the surface, that should be a clear indication of what those in charge have in mind and their means and methods, they keep going, and you try to stop them, and they bite your hand. They fight back, tell you what a horrible person you are, and turn you in for being a domestic terrorist because you tried to tell them the truth. And then we begin to wonder, should you stop? Should you let them go? Should you hide? Should you just try to fit in? Just wear the thing. Just do the thing. Does every trip to the supermarket have to be a fight? Does every trip to the store have to make a statement? And it wears on you day after day. And just when it seems like it might mercifully ease up a little bit, they know what they're doing. They double down. And as they always do, create the problem so you can have the reaction and the solution. So I began to see signs in Seattle, which of course has been one of the most vigilant in terms of the face covering things, and really requiring it. There has been, again, some slight relaxation in recent weeks, but now the signs appear inevitably that masks are not required for our fully vaccinated guests, creating yet another division between people, as if there weren't enough, between religion and race, even gender, dividing lines to keep people separated. Literally now 6 feet separated, 6 feet apart, to be 6 feet under. And so the signs say, you don't have to do the thing if you do the thing. Well, how are you going to know if people do the thing? Well, of course, they begin with the honor system, but sooner or later, of course, somebody's going to ask, well, how do you know? And then they're going to make a big deal about somebody not being fully forthcoming about it. And then, of course, that means that they have to, trust but verify, as this famous saying goes, which means a passport, which means all the things that we have been saying since the beginning were coming. And it's not going to be just this one. You see, every season, there's going to be multiple. Oh, the next Zika or Ebola or West Nile. You're going to have to get the thing to do the thing, because the thing. I do it for you and you do it for me, and we're all protecting each other. See, so you're a bad person and you're a danger to society if you don't want to do the thing. How selfish can you be by not taking the thing? Because, the thing. I apologize for if sounds like I'm self-censoring. Of course, you know the nature of where we're at and what's going on. It is exactly for those reasons that many of us are moving to other platforms, including Rockfin, which, again, we understand it has some limitations, especially as chats go. They assure us that they are working on it. Right now, we're going to take them at their word, but, trust but verify. In any case, they've been so far pretty good to us, those of us in the community, and more of us are there. And again, you don't have to pay $10 per person. It's just one monthly fee of $10 gets you everything, and you're supporting the work that you like. And they let us say whatever we want. So hopefully you'll support us in that way, and we'll get to speak to you as we want. And that's why, for the time being, I'm trying to do both here, to accommodate those who have come to expect that they can regularly come here and listen, but also to give something extra to those who put in something extra, those of you who come here regularly, week after week. And although I see that now, again, I must have either done something wrong or I'm doing something right, in that the numbers are diminishing every week. I think I'm not complaining about it. Normally part of me would and go, what have I done wrong, right? But I don't feel that way. I think that exactly the right people come exactly when they need to, for exactly the right reasons. And, I was going to do what Ceiling Fan Man sort of did last night. He answered some emails, and I had the same response to some of mine, right, which is to answer those questions. Yes, 13, California, Riverside, to be specific, and a mixture of 3 parts bismuth, 1 part calcium carbonate, 2 parts hydrochloric acid. You put it in a centrifuge at 14 joules per hour at 13 minutes, and I think that will achieve the results you have in mind. There you go. But in all seriousness, I will say, Andrew and Andrea, love you guys, and we'll talk again soon. There's that. Oh, I had some other ones that I needed to address this morning, because I have been behind, and I'll cover some of this stuff too. I have gotten a bit behind because of everything going on. And I promised I would give some update on the health stuff, and so I did go to the doctor yesterday. I have some more stuff scheduled next week. But let's see. Daniel, hey, thank you, my friend, asked how he can agree with me in prayer for the health stuff. I'd just say, again, ask for guidance and health and understanding and clarity, right? We're trying to figure out what is going on. I do not, sense that this is unto death, hopefully, I say hopefully. God, there's a part of me that goes, yeah, punch my ticket early. Get me the hell out of here. Don't threaten me with a good time, but I feel like maybe I'm not so lucky as that, and my work here is not yet done. And I'm okay with that. Again, I'm more than delighted to be able to get to know you guys better and to spend more time with you. And so I don't think that it's going to quite, take me out just yet, but it might be inconvenient, certainly, for a while, and it certainly is unpleasant. I'm going to not be anything other than transparent about that. It's not very fun. But let's see. Well, I'll tell you. So I went to the doctor yesterday. I expected some more tests. It was just a rundown of the previous tests and a clarification of what's upcoming. So in the previous test results, we did a battery of a variety of things. They pretty much, again, as I told you before, came back nominal, negative, all kind of in the middle ground there. So I guess the upshot is it rules out a variety of things, some scary, some less so. The problem, of course, is it still leaves us without answers. We don't know what's causing the problems, and so it's a bit of a head scratcher. We have some imaging that was scheduled for early next week, and I got a call late this last week, and they called and said, hey, we'd like to schedule some imaging. And I was like, yeah, I think I have that scheduled. And I went, well, as it turns out, so they've gone from a variety of sonograms to one sonogram still with the neck for that mass of tissue that's unknown there. But for the abdomen, they've gone to a CT scan. So that's going to give them a better picture of what's going on. Multiple layers, better imaging than what would be found with the sonogram. And I think it was a deal with the insurance company because they try to push back, and CT scans, as you know, as you probably know, are expensive, more so than other things. But I think their argument was, if we're probably going to have both, why not just do the expensive one to start with? And I guess they got to push through. So anyway, we canceled the one sonogram to replace it with a CAT scan. And so that all happens next week. And we'll, again, I should get the results back, for at least some of them, pretty soon. And then we'll talk to Doc and see what's going on. So again, that is my intention, is to use the allopathic medical resources for imaging, that sort of stuff, to better understand what's going on. And then as far as a treatment plan, I think I'll stick to what's natural. And we'll see about that. But first, we got to figure out what's happening. So we got that going. And some days are better than others, to be honest. There are some days where I almost feel human again. And there are other days where it just doesn't work out like that, unfortunately. And most often, it's within the day. Both things occur. I have moments of feeling pretty good and then moments of not feeling so great. And it gets in my way to accomplish a lot of things that I want and need to accomplish. And some of those things are, again, responding to emails, taking care of the things that I feel responsible for and I feel responsible to, right, the community. Not that it would be necessarily my burden to bear, but I've taken on the role, I feel, right, like some responsibility now to take, because I've accepted a role of trying to be involved and encourage and support people. And so then am I a man of my word if I don't then encourage and support people? I think not. And so that is my purpose at this time, is to try to encourage and support people, right? So, for example, I'd like to encouraging you to take a look at getting tickets to the upcoming Flattoberfest, and that's coming up in October. So take a look at that. Coming up in October. The venue is great. Karen B is awesome. Nobody puts on a party like Karen B. 2 full days. It is a bit more money this time, but it is 2 full days of love and hanging out with people, that connection with people that are very much like you. And if you're single, there's a special singles gathering there. So thank you, Michelle. I pray for you guys too. And Ronald Lee, you're the best. I love your heart. I love your spirit. I love the way that you care for me and others. I thank you so much. And I have trouble sometimes truly elucidating without sounding corny and trite how much I really do love and care for you guys in this community, especially as I watch you care for others. I see, I see what you guys do. And so many have stepped up for Sue Finale. She's looking to make a move. We're trying to get her to the southeast, kind of along with us, probably in advance of me. She and I are going to chat this afternoon and see what we can come up with in terms of logistics and just helping get her on her way safely, but soon. And that's what I think we want to see for all of us, right? Here's where I want to, I think, hit this point today. And again, it may not be particularly long because I don't think I need to belabor the point, which is the titular name of today's program, to rise and shine. Because one of the bits of the conversation I had with my friend yesterday was that, in a way, it seems that in the midst of the world coming completely unglued, yeah, you're late for the noodles, and you will have to stay after class, Ceiling Fan Man. However, I do have some special assignments for you, and you can have an Oreo when I'm done. By the way, that is just water. But I did mention your show in a positive way earlier, so believe it or not. But yeah, so but you did get here just in time, Ceiling Fan Man, for really the name of the show and what the intention here is, which is again, as we look around us, and the world seems to be coming apart at the seams, and fear is again the nature of what we see around us. It seems as if nobody's having more fun than we are. We're having a ball. Whether or not this turns out to be, the big one, the shit hits the fan, the apocalypse. Nevertheless, everybody's all afraid of fake nonsense, and we're having a kick in the pants. Not just in part because we're not afraid, and it's like everybody's gone, so the line for the rides are shorter, right? It's like going to the amusement park on a Tuesday. There's nobody in line. We're having a ball, especially with other like-minded folks. But man, if it is the big one, woo! Wouldn't that be a kick in the pants? And we are being threatened, coerced, oppressed, encouraged to hide, to keep our mouth shut. Sit down in the corner. Keep your mouth shut. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Nobody wants to hear that garbage, right? We get accused of the fear-mongering because we're telling the truth. So, there's a herd of wildebeest coming by, and the monkey says, "Hey, there's a lion over there." Wildebeest says, "Shut up. What's wrong with you?" Keep your mouth shut. All right. Enjoy breakfast. Right. So my encouragement for you today is to rise above it. And don't let them steal your shine. Because, you see, they hate that. There's nothing worse to someone of moral questionably character, those with moral turpitude, than to stand next to someone who has integrity, because it makes them look like shit. It just amplifies. The contrast just makes them look, well, it brings the truth to light. And nobody's perfect. Well, that was that one guy, right? So we killed him. So my encouragement for you today is do not give up. Do not give in. Do not let them tarnish your shine. You sparkle with everything that the sun, the Creator, shines through you. You stand up to your full height. You breathe deeply. Again, coming as a daily feature, the intention right now is 4:20 in the morning. That's right, 4:20 a.m. Yeah, normally I'm up already. I know, right? But no, we're going to be doing some meditation, some tuning, healing stuff. I'm going to do a little bit this morning, and then I will leave you to it for the rest of the weekend. I mentioned yesterday during Ceiling Fan Man's stream, of course, Ceiling Fan Man with the best intro on the internet. And of course, I said he has the best intro. I have the best program. But Ronald Lee was right. She said, no, Ancient Wisdom on Sunday morning is the best. And I got to tell you, that is my favorite, actually, of all the programs and streams that I do. I enjoy all of them in different ways, and there's going to be more because the variety of interests. I'm going to do some music-centric streams, and of course, this is all as I exit from my job. Fingers crossed and prayers for that. But that's my plan, is to do a variety of streams to serve a variety of needs. But that's my favorite one right now. Yes, I am indeed, Jay Armstrong. So give me a few minutes. What I typically do right after the stream is I got to get some breakfast in and blah, blah. So it's usually right around noon, just around noon, 1 o'clock my time. So I think that would be 3 o'clock your time, something like that. And I'll get, there's several people I'm trying to chat with today. This is usually when I try to get it in. So stand by for that. Make sure if I don't already, if we have plans to chat and I don't already have a Skype connection for you, make sure and message me or send me an email, phone number, blah, 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 or we can make sure that we don't have to spend a lot of time with that. And we will connect there. So I want to do a little bit of this sonic healing for you this morning. Let's see. Give me just a moment here. You may experience a black screen for a moment, but it'll be worth it, I hope. We'll create a new. I wanted to also say thank you, David Reif, for the lovely gifts that you sent. And let's see here. Okay, there's that, and there's that, and then give me just a minute here. Whoops. There, and there's that, and there's that, and I think if I do it like this, then you've got that, and ta-da! Okay, so that will be your background as I begin to do this, and get to the getting while the getting's good. Well, I hope so. Yeah, Ancient Wisdom is my favorite of all the streams, and in part because I don't have to think of any content. Right, it already exists, and it feeds me in the same way, so I can just kind of relax into it and be fed the same way. All right. Don't worry, RT. You don't have to be afraid of the dark. Got some cymatics coming at you as we do some of these healing frequencies with intention. I'm going to add this to the mix. And again, this will be of its own accord just a brief morning event. It's going to hold over at Rockfin, 4:20 on the West Coast time daily. Just a few moments of meditation and healing frequencies for you. Buffering again. Oh, that's unfortunate, Stephanie. Looks like I'm in good shape, but I never can tell what happens after it leaves here. Okay, and those of you who wanted the warning, coming at you following in 3, 2, 1. I find that in some ways, the more effective are the clean tones by themselves, but the far more interesting are the combined tones. When I combine two tones together, fascinating. It really puts me into a very interesting state of mind. So I'll repeat that again. It's fascinating to me as well that the tenor that they take on as they begin to subside a bit. They take the tone is ever so slightly different, and it's very interesting. All right, continue this a bit more. It just seems to go on forever. Okay, let's see if I can find one more here. I'll grab one that I haven't used before. Exactly. Ship in this harbor is safe, but that's not what ships were made for. Exactly. Well done. All right. We'll wrap up with one more here. Tried to get it so close to the microphone there. I tapped it. All right. That's, man. All right. Puts me in a remarkable frame of mind. Man, you wouldn't believe what it does here. It's like, whoa. Just, it feels like you just, I don't know, got out of like a sensory deprivation tank maybe or something. I know Jenny Sparks is going to tell us about that. She's, I don't know if she has already, but she is going to a sensory deprivation soak. So we're going to see about that. The float. Going to see if what she has to say. I'm very curious to know about that. But that's kind of what it feels like. You kind of got that whoa sense afterwards, like you just, I don't know, does something to me. Anyway, guys, it's great. Oh, the one other thing, I've been asked on several occasions, what is up with the poppy cult and the intentional living situation. Yeah, there is some motion on that, and we're moving forward there. To stay away from the trolls, I'm going to leave that on the Rockfin side. Don't want to disappoint anybody, but if you're part of that community and not part of Rockfin, let me know. We'll get you worked out, but I want to leave that to people who are really committed and interested in that. I don't want to open it up to the trolls and submit you guys to that nonsense. I don't really care personally, but I just don't want to, subject you guys to it because they're weird. Anyway, love you guys, and we'll speak to you again more tomorrow morning, back at 7 a.m. Pacific time for Ancient Wisdom for a Modern World, where we take a look at the wisdom of the ages and how it relates to us in our modern day life. Tomorrow evening, sort of scriptural. I got some stuff in mind. We'll see what we can come up with, see if I can find a guest. Maybe kind of, sort of. We'll see. Guess about guests. Anyway, thanks again so much for coming this morning. I realize, again, they've been a little bit shorter this week, and maybe that's to blame for the very low attendance, but maybe it's just summertime. Or maybe, as I said before, it's just exactly what Dan has in mind, the right people coming at the right time, every time. And I'm willing to do that because I think that's just the right way to be. All right, let me take a look here, and I will do this one, leave you with this version, In Your Eyes. Again, this old original song, probably one of our early ones, 1992, 93, something like that. In Hardcore Man Candy, oh dear, yes. It's a phrase I coined. Anyway, I once was man candy, believe it or not. All right, leave you with this tune, and I hope you guys have a terrific day. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and some of you I'll speak to later this afternoon after I have a little breakfast and spend some time with Mama. Come back and spend some time with you, one-to-one. Take care, guys. Hope you have an amazing day.
Remember the moment alone. Do you remember our heart left cold? I walk a lonely road until I find forgiveness. Do you remember that feeling inside? Do you remember the one left behind? I'll be there by your side if I could live forever. 'Cause I wanna find forgiveness in your eyes. I wanna live forever in your eyes. I wanna see heaven in your eyes. Do you remember the promises made? Do you remember the one who was betrayed? Trying to show the way to live forever. Do you remember the trust that was made? Do you remember the tear wiped away? I'm waiting for the day that I see you in heaven. 'Cause I wanna find forgiveness in your eyes. I wanna live remember the peace you'd known? I'll be out